Hi, thanks for joining in. My name is Basha and welcome to my channel. First of all, I would like to apologize for my voice. It's a little bit crackly. I've just been getting over a cold, and this is the reason why I have broken my plant ban. So I was on a ban and I did not buy any new plants for quite a while. I did stick to the ban. However, I have stopped. I was just looking. I was not well, and I was just looking on the internet, and I have seen a couple of plants that caught my attention, and I decided to get it purely because they are beautiful plants, and the price was basically a steal. So the first one, I think, it's a unicorn plant. Again, excuse my voice. I'm really struggling to talk. And yes, so it's quite a rare plant still, not as rare as it used to be, but it's quite rare. The mature plant has got significant price tag, but this is the seller I bought from before, and the plant that I have got, it's a seedling, but it's definitely worth adding to your collection. And now I'm trying to unpack the little plant, the little seedling, before I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to guess, so I will have to tell you. This seller, like I said, as I mentioned, I've bought previously before, and he does have a nice collection of tropical plants, aroids, on eBay, and I have bought from him, I think, twice previously, and both of those plants that I have bought from him are growing well, albeit slow, but not as slow as, for example, orchids. And for those that are orchids growers and collectors, you know how patient we've got to be to wait for the next leaf or the next pseudobulb or the flower. So for me to wait till that plant matures, it's not a problem at all. So I'll unpack it slowly. And this plant, this seedling, will be growing in a little terrarium, because obviously I think it's straight from the terrarium. It's not being acclimatized to my environment anyway. So it needs to be in a quite high humidity. I'm trying to unpack it quite fast, but at the same quite gently. I'm sorry, my voice again. Okay, so this is, obviously you won't be able to guess from this little size, but this is Philodendron Gloriosum variegated. So I've got the normal Gloriosum. I think it's Gloriosum dark form actually I've got. And I found the Gloriosum to be quite easy to grow, very forgiving, and I have seen this variegated one quite a while ago, and I really like the way it looks. And so I have decided, when I stumbled upon this beauty, to get this one. As I said, it's a seedling, so it's going to take a while before it matures, probably about maybe 2 years, 3 years with the right care, but it's definitely worth watching it grow and watching it mature and seeing those gorgeous variegated leaves. As you can see, it's got quite nice variegation. I'm not sure about this little leaf. I'm going to I'm hoping it's not fully white variegated, but and nevertheless I really like this one. So this is Gloriosum variegated. Now I have got another one, and I do like anthuriums, and anthuriums, specifically the pendant ones. And I do have a few, not many, but a few pendant in my collection. And I came across this one. So this next one is an anthurium, and it's quite uncommon one. It's a pendant one, but what drew me to this anthurium is the texture of the leaves. So when they mature, they have that texture, that rippling texture to it, to the leaves. So this is the next plant that I have purchased, and this is Anthurium lutheriae, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right. And as you can see, the leaves are quite narrow and obviously pendant, and they do have that rippling texture. So when the plant is mature, the leaves are quite long and they're really kind of dark, almost velvety looking, with a lot of ripples, kind of reminding of Veitchii a little bit. But obviously Veitchii has got a lot thicker leaves, when those ones are very, very narrow. So the leaves are quite thin, but not too thin. They're not really leathery. They're kind of, when you're touching them, they're a little bit like velvet, but very matted velvet. Actually, they're a little bit like Anthurium palladiflorum, a little bit, maybe not as velvety, but they do have this velvet feel and velvet appearance to the leaves. So that one is obviously damaged, which I knew when I was purchasing, and that one is the new leaf, which I can see it's not in a perfect condition. Obviously it's been packaged, it's been just traveled to me, but the plant itself looks in a nice condition. It has got roots already. I don't know if they're gonna actually show. Yeah, it's got roots already, so it's an established plant. It's not just a cutting, and this plant is really quite hard to come by anyway in my country. So when I've seen it, I just have to have it. So this is going to go again under the light in a quite humid environment. I will let it to acclimatize to my growing conditions. I won't repot it just yet. I will leave it as it is, just like the Gloriosum as well. But yes, I am definitely happy with this baby here. Absolutely beautiful. So those were my two purchases. They're not orchids, obviously, but they are nevertheless plants that I do grow in my collections, because my channel is not just about orchids, it's also about gardening and house plants, tropical plants. So those are my two purchases, and I have to say I'm really happy about it. Again, I apologize about my crackling voice. I hope you enjoyed this video nevertheless, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.